Afternoon, everyone. My name is TJ Muehlman. I'm founder and CEO of Standard Co., a data platform company that works with organizations from around the world to streamline their data collection, data management, and data analysis. Today, we're going to do a brief demonstration on how we're working with schools to replace the student risk screening scale with something more robust and more digital. The SRSS tool is a very common example of data that's collected in Excel and then is really problematic to coalesce and combine that data into a unified data experience. So if you're looking here, what happens is a teacher administers this scale right now in their classroom for all of their students. So imagine a school with 20 or 30 teachers. 20 or 30 teachers are sending 20 or 30 spreadsheets to one administrator to bring all that data into one place where they can perform their calculations and report that data at the school level. It's a very onerous task and really difficult, and believe it or not, something we see all over the world with all kinds of organizations. So what we've done is we've replaced this with a combination of a digital form and a digital management platform and a dashboard that reports the data. Let me demonstrate that for you now. So what we have here is we've taken that exact same survey and we've turned it from an Excel spreadsheet into a form. Now this form is compatible with desktop. It's compatible with iPhone and Android. In addition, it works online and offline. So if you're in a school that is a big school and might not have internet connectivity in some classrooms, you'd be able to still use this form and submit the data once you have internet access. We've designed this to make it really simple to fill out, and we've kind of guardrailed the teachers so that they can pick the student who they're assessing. Maybe it's David Green. What school are they in? They're in Riverdale Elementary School. And then all these indicators, which come from the scale, instead of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, we actually have the names of the scale options to make it a little bit more intuitive for the end user. So we scroll all the way down here, and we can submit that data. Now, once that data is submitted, it shows up here in the standard data platform. This is viewing the data in its sort of most raw format. So you have a couple of different data sets here, which we won't get into all of them. They're not really important at this moment. But student scores, which is where the data comes in, is probably the most important. I can view the data that was uploaded, and it looks very similar to the Excel spreadsheet, 0s and 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s. This data, again, is the data that comprises the SRSS. So from here, you could export that data in its form, and it would look, again, very similar to the spreadsheet that you need to submit. But why stop here? Why don't we just actually bring all this data into one place? So let me show you how we do that in our dashboard. So on this same screen, notice here, this is the raw data. If I scroll up a little bit, we actually have a dashboard that shows for Riverdale Elementary School, all of the data that's already been collected. So for example, we have screened 47% of the student body. There's 218 total students at Riverdale Elementary, and we have screened 102 of them. The average SRSS E7 score, which is a combination of the first 7 indicators in the form, the average score for the whole school is 6.94, putting them at medium risk. A score, the SRSS scores are 0 to 3 for low risk, 3 to 8 for moderate risk, and 8 to 20 or not or anything above that for a high risk. We'll come back to this grade level results here in just a moment. You can also see individual student scores here, right here. So we add up, again, the E7 score, which is the score we really care about, but we also have the individual scores over here, as well as the teacher name and the grade and school type and regular attendee. So all of this data is available in a really nice, easy to digest format. We have the school type, which were additional questions added because of COVID. So are the students hybrid, in-person, or remote? And are they a regular attendee? Yes, no. Other is another field that the people were able to put in. So you can see all of the data in a very digestible, very quick to consume format. Now, the neat thing in here is we've also added the ability to filter by teacher. So maybe I want to see your Adobe here. So let me redo that. So what we can see here is Yura is our champion. She has 100% of her students that she's done this assessment for 100% of her students. So 37 total students in her class, 37 have been screened, and her average score is in the medium risk. And here are all of her students, again, all 37. Additionally, the school type and the regular attendee are updated as well. So this data is, again, updated in real time as data flows in from the teachers. It comes into this dashboard and is updated. Now, one of the more critical components to the SRSS reporting is the ability to report by grade level. So for example, I can pick the first grade, and now this grade level results, it becomes alive. And this is very important because in the reporting that goes back to the state or whomever is funding the study, they want to know these grade level results. So they want to know how many are in the high level, so there's 9, and what percentage of the total screened are in that level. So 24% are high, 5 are low, 13%, and 24 are medium or moderate, which is 63%. So this section right here automatically takes all that data coalescing from that one administrator who had to bring it all together from all the different grades. It does it automatically and in real time. So every time a new screen has been conducted, this data will be updated. And so obviously your goal is to get to 100%. And when you've done that, then you can kind of lock in the data. The last thing I want to show you is the ability to subscribe and receive updates every hour, every day, every week, and every month from this system. So for example, you can see here, there's an email in my inbox that would come maybe every morning at 8 a.m. With the results from Riverdale Elementary School. And it's the same as the dashboard I just showed you, but in an email format. So you can see we've got almost 47% of our students have been screened out of 218. This is all the same data that we were just looking at, but in an email format. And again, this is important because it allows you to see in real time what the status of your project is. The goal with this tool isn't to replace the SRSS tool. It's a valuable tool. It's to make the data collection simpler, to make the lives of the people who are bringing all this data together a much easier one, and the ability to report this data much more quickly. Obviously, the biggest takeaway is that if we can provide data about students who might need intervention in a real-time fashion, that is a clear win for a tool like this. If you're interested, please reach out to me at tj@standardco.de or visit our website, www.standardco.de. Thank you very much.